So we have a Math 141 exam question for you today. Let's do that because Math 141, it's starting. It's time for the big course. This one's a pretty tough course. So let's go over definite integral. I'll start kind of at the beginning of the course and work my way through for the next like 50 videos or something like that. So there's a lesson here if you need the lesson. You don't need any course notes or anything like that. I have everything for you on the site. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's go to this one here. These ones are all kind of basic ones. Let's go to this one here. So on the exam, you can get a question like this. This question, it looks very, very tough. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're like, oh crap, what do I do with this one? Because it might look a lot harder than something you've done before. Okay, when you see one that looks super complex like this, it's either going to be fundamental theorem of calculus question, which we'll go over, don't worry, or it's an odd function, and they're testing your ability to recognize that it's an odd function. Why? Because if it's an odd function, that means this inside stuff here, so this t cubed sine t to the 4, if that's an odd function, then when you integrate between -3 or negative of a value and the positive of the value, then the integral is 0. They cancel each other out. So that's what this explanation is saying in detail and in plain English, because new students don't know all the lingo. They don't know the notation. And it's so funny. They write the textbooks as if the students understand fully all the notation. I was really frustrated by that. I never understood it going through it the first time. Okay, so yeah, what you have to do to check for odd, let's just go over that really quickly. Here's our function. You have to replace all of the t's with a negative t. So we do that. See, this t cubed here becomes negative t cubed. See, this t to the 4 here becomes negative t, in brackets, all to the 4. And because it's to the 4, this negative disappears, which is why we have just t to the 4. And then this one is preserved because it's to the cube. So the negative times a negative times another negative is preserved. That's why this negative is here. So if you put in a negative t, you end up just with the negative of the function. This is the test for odd functions. Okay? And that's what they say right here. For any odd function, this is true. This is exactly what we just tested. We replaced all the t's with negative t's, and we got negative of the original function. And if that's true, then if you integrate from negative of a bound to the positive of the bound, the integral is 0. Okay, so that's basically the question. That's what they're testing, if you know. So that's a good exam question for you. Hope that helps. We'll do another one soon.